Vision. When you have diabetes and are trying to make healthy food choices, choose carbohydrates wisely. Most of the carbohydrate you eat is turned into glucose and used by your body for energy. Carbohydrates are found in a wide variety of foods: breads, cereals, pastas, and whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and beans, and dairy products. Carbohydrate is also found in table sugar, syrup, and most processed foods like crackers, pretzels, chips, candy, and desserts. Carbohydrate affects your blood glucose more than any other type of food. That's why if you eat too much carbohydrate, your blood glucose may rise to unhealthy levels. Since your body needs carbohydrates, cutting them out altogether is not an option. Instead, make your carbohydrate choices healthy.
You can get a baked potato if it isn't going to hurt you. Especially if you eat the whole thing.
I eat all the dark leafy green vegetables: spinach, kale, collard, mustard, and I also like broccoli. Broccoli is easy to cook, and it's very nutritious as well.
Fruits and vegetables are two good choices. Most people today need to eat more of both. In fact, it's recommended that you get at least 1 cup of fruit and 2.5 cups of vegetables each day. These give you some of the nutrients your body needs for energy and overall health. To get the fruits and vegetables you need each day, try cutting up vegetables ahead of time and snacking on them throughout the day. Try a side salad with a meal. Or choose canned fruit as an affordable way to take it and go. Just be careful of juices and fruit packed in syrup. They may be adding more sugar than you need. When in doubt, fresh fruit is always the better choice. Another good reason to choose fresh fruits and vegetables is for the fiber they contain. Foods high in fiber tend to fill you up and help you feel full longer, while not raising your blood glucose as fast as other carbohydrates, a benefit when trying to manage your diabetes.
If you want, a vegetable that's out of season, just go in the frozen food section and use that as a substitute until those vegetables you love go in season.
Another great way to get your daily carbohydrates is through whole grains and legumes. Try fresh high-fiber carbohydrates like whole wheat pasta or brown rice. Look for cereal made from whole grains. Many companies today are beginning to offer whole grain options that will make your decisions in the grocery store a little easier. Choose carbohydrates wisely to avoid foods that are high in refined sugar or processed with white flour like cakes, cookies, pies, candies, and desserts. These should be enjoyed only in small amounts because they usually offer little or no nutritional value and can raise your blood glucose quickly. Work with your diabetes care team to find more healthy carbohydrate choices that fit into your lifestyle. If you choose to make changes in the carbohydrates you eat every day, you can increase the amount of fruits and vegetables you eat, choose more whole grain foods, limit the amount of processed foods you eat, or make another change. Do you eat 2.5 cups of vegetables a day? Do you include 1 cup of fruit each day? If not, this may be a good place for you to start adding healthy carbs to your menus. Another key to making healthy food choices is to choose fats wisely. You probably have an idea of what fat means: foods high in calories that make you gain weight. That's true when you eat too much, so you have to limit the amount of fat you eat. But did you know there are good fats and bad fats out there? It's all about choice. Some good fats called monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats can actually help lower your risk of heart disease, a major concern for people with diabetes. To get the benefit of these good fats, add a few nuts or seeds to the foods you choose. Use olive oil or canola oil to prepare your foods. Try a slice of avocado on top of your salad. Talk with your diabetes care team to find out which foods can give you the benefits of good fat. At the same time, reduce the amount of bad fats you eat. Saturated fats and trans fats can increase your risk of heart disease. So try to choose lean meats like skinless chicken breast and seafood, and bake, broil, or grill instead of frying.
There's a challenge because in the Hispanic culture, it's a lot of fried foods, a lot of heavy starches. That's something that I had to slow down not to eat that stuff.
Look for choices without trans fat. You can see if a food has trans fat in it by reading the food label. Try to eat as little trans fat as possible to keep your heart healthy. And take advantage of the low-fat or reduced-fat foods out there. Choose 1% or skim milk instead of whole milk. Try low-fat frozen yogurt instead of regular ice cream. You might like the reduced-fat salad dressings if you give them a try. Be careful though. Some foods advertise lower fat, but actually increase the sugar to get the same flavor. That can mean more carbohydrates and calories than you expect. Talk to your diabetes care team about changes you can make when choosing foods with fat. Start with one change today. You can increase the good fats you eat. Reduce bad fats like saturated and trans fats. Switch to reduced fat or low fat versions of your favorite foods. Or make another change that fits into your lifestyle. Do you look for lower fat versions of mayonnaise, salad dressing, and dairy products? Making sure your portion sizes are right for you can be very helpful in controlling the calories, carbohydrates, and fat you take in.
I love Italian food, but of course, Italian food's all pasta. So, so of course, I go whole hog with a salad, because I know I can only eat so much pasta, and I end up bringing, a large amount of it.
Today, everywhere you look, you're faced with bigger and bigger portions. From the biggie-sized drink at the corner store, to the plate of pasta at your favorite restaurant. But just how much is too much? Take a look at these two meals. They are the same foods, except the one on the right is the recommended serving size, and the one on the left is a typical meal served at a restaurant. Now, note the total carbohydrate, fat, and calories in each meal. Do you see the difference? By choosing the larger portion size, you have increased your calorie intake, not to mention the increase in carbohydrate and fats, by about 900 in just one meal. So what does that mean to you in the long run? If you eat just 100 extra calories a day, you will gain 10 pounds in 1 year. And what could that do to your blood glucose? Let's take our two meals one step further. How can we make our recommended serving size meal even healthier? By putting what we've talked about on the plate. Let's substitute whole grain bread for the white bread to get healthy carbs and fiber into our meal. How about a glass of reduced fat milk to add calcium and nutrients instead of that diet soda? And why not change the fries to a side salad with low-fat dressing on the side? When you look at the totals now, you have saved close to 200 calories, almost half. That's good for your blood glucose, your heart health, and your waistline. Which meal would you choose? If you choose to eat large portions often, changing this behavior can make a big difference in your weight and blood glucose level. You may be wondering what physical activity has to do with making healthy food choices. But do you remember what your body does with the calories you eat? It wants to use them up and burn them off. And the best way to burn off those calories is with activity.
So you have to get into the mode of exercising, because if you never was a person that did any exercise, then you have to just gradually move into.
It is recommended that you get at least 30 to 60 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week to prevent disease and manage body weight. You don't have to do it all at once. You can break it down into 10-minute time slots that fit into your schedule. Take a walk, ride a bike, dance, garden, golf. Find something you enjoy and go for it. If you want to take off some weight or enjoy even more health benefits from being active, you can increase the intensity of your workouts or the duration. Talk to your diabetes care team before starting an exercise program to see what type of exercise is best for you. Still not convinced that physical activity has anything to do with food? Take a look at our sandwich choices again. If you choose to eat the mega-sized meal, you may have to walk almost 4 hours just to burn off the extra 900 calories you ate. 4 hours! And if you increase the intensity, you're still exercising for over 2 hours. The point is, if you eat more calories than you burn off each day, you will gain weight. Gaining weight can make it harder for your body to use insulin, increasing your blood glucose, and your risk for all of the complications that come with type 2 diabetes, including heart disease. So, find a balance between the food you eat and the activities you do each day. The USDA Food Guide Pyramid shows you that eating a variety of foods from all the food groups and being physically active work together to lead to a healthier you. But one size does not fit all. You have to make choices that are just for you. Check out www.mypyramid.gov to see how the Food Guide Pyramid can help you maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Once you figure out what you want to eat healthy, then you have to plan on and manage an exercise program that keeps you active. So you can easily manage your, your weight and improve your blood sugars by managing what you eat, managing your exercise.
Because your body uses the food you eat for energy, and too much stored energy can result in fat, it's important to get up and move. Remember to set your goal at 30 to 60 minutes of moderate exercise each day. Try 10 minutes at first, 2 or 3 times a day. Work up to your goal safely and gradually. And check out the Food Guide Pyramid to balance physical activity and healthy food choices.
I kind of learned you can pretty much eat what you want. It's the amount of what you eat and what type of food you eat. And exercise that's the biggest thing. If you don't exercise, you're not going to get your blood sugar down.
With daily physical exercise, you will burn off those calories, have better glucose levels, and improve the health of your heart. You will feel better and have more energy to enjoy a long, active life. Take some time now to list 3 ways you can increase your activity to balance your calorie intake with the number of calories you burn off. Making healthy food choices can help you control your blood glucose. You have a lot of places to start. Do you want to choose more healthy carbohydrates every day? Choose foods low in fat. Choose smaller portion sizes. Increase your daily activity. Make another change that fits your lifestyle. Talk to your diabetes care team about more healthy food choices you can make. You don't have to make lots of big changes right away. Start with one goal that you can do.
The more you take time to manage your diabetes, you exercise and eat well, the less fatigue you get. So there are benefits of maintaining good diabetic control. I'm healthy, I'm happier, I feel good.
Once you do choose to make a change in your eating habits, you'll see a change on the inside. Better blood glucose control, lower risks of complications, and better overall health. So raise your glass, or your fork, spoon, chopsticks, whatever, to healthy eating for life.
Before we see this last DVD, I should probably give you a little information. You know, all of us are encouraged to have our primary care physician or whomever is seeing us for diabetes. It's well to understand that there are two areas in the body that can indicate when you get ready to have some complications in one of your major body systems. And those indicators will show up around the teeth and also in the feet. So two of the things that we recommend for everyone who's living with diabetes, that he has a dentist and he goes to for his regular dental appointments. And also have care of a podiatrist who will care for your feet, because oftentimes before a person has a major heart attack or a stroke or kidney problems, something happens around the feet and teeth. And so we need to get ourselves a podiatrist and also get a family dentist that you visit at least twice a year. And
What was the second item?
what's that?
Besides the podiatrist, what was the second one?
Family dentist.
Dentist,
Dentist.
yeah, for teeth.
The dentist would be before the heart care and high blood pressure care.
Well, actually, see, usually what happens is this, now as far as high blood pressure and heart care is concerned, in order for the doctor to make a determination if you're going to have some major problems in that area. It's usually necessary for him to order some type of invasive procedure in order to let him see that. But long before those invasive procedures are necessary, you can see indications that a person is about to have some trouble with his heart by looking at his teeth. And what will happen, little areas around the teeth will begin to bleed. And that's developing a gum disease. And also, persons, as far as their feet are concerned, they begin to experience little cracks underneath their toes that will come and go. That's an indication that something is happening in your body with the very tiny blood vessels. And that's where it all begins. It all begins with the very tiny blood vessels and nerves in the body. That's one reason why when a person has had diabetes for a number of years, at least 10 years, he begins to have these painful tingling sensations in his fingers and in his toes. And we'll talk about something and be done about that too.
Our feet don't get the credit they deserve. They work so well, most of us hardly think about them at all. But when you have diabetes, you have to start giving your feet respect.
When I found out I had diabetes, I didn't know a thing about it. But since then, I've learned a lot. What to eat, what not to eat, how to check my blood sugar level. And I also learned I need to take special care of my feet and skin. Now that surprised me. I thought, what do my skin and feet have to do with diabetes?
When I found out I had diabetes, I had to make some changes. And one of them was the way I take care of my feet. Before, I never took care of them at all. And now, I have to be a lot more careful.
People with diabetes have to pay special attention to their skin and feet. When you have diabetes, blood glucose, a form of sugar, builds up in the bloodstream. Over a period of time, high blood glucose can contribute to the development of long-term health problems like neuropathy, which can cause numbness, tingling, pain, or weakness in the feet and legs, and poor circulation, which means if you do get a cut or infection, it will take longer to heal. Both of these complications can cause your skin to break down. Cuts, blisters, or other injuries are more likely to become infected and are slower to heal. If they're not treated properly, these minor wounds can lead to serious problems that may result in the amputation of a toe, foot, or leg. When you have diabetes, high blood glucose and skin breakdown put you at risk for amputation. By keeping your blood glucose in a healthy range, you can prevent or delay neuropathy and decrease circulation, the complications of diabetes that lead to foot problems. So the first step in foot care is to maintain good blood glucose control. That means making healthy food choices, increasing your level of physical activity, daily home blood glucose monitoring, taking your diabetes medication if necessary, and working closely with your diabetes care team. Another step in keeping your feet healthy is to avoid skin breakdown. Pressure is the main cause of skin breakdown. Activities you do every day put pressure on your feet, and studies have shown that for people with diabetes, keeping pressure off certain areas of your feet will help keep them healthy. So to prevent skin breakdown, you need to protect your feet with the proper footwear. With each step you take, your body weight is supported by different parts of your feet, creating pressure points. Normally, these pressure points are in your heel, the ball of your foot, right below the toes, and your big toe. These points are where your skin is most likely to develop blisters and calluses. However, our feet change over time. The way we walk, our health, and the types of shoes we wear may cause the shape of our feet to adapt to the demands we place on them. These changes may include the development of bunions or calluses, which may shift the pressure points on your feet. The footwear you choose needs to allow for these differences. You need a shoe that supports your entire foot, is wide enough to relieve pressure, and gives your foot plenty of room. Leather shoes and athletic shoes are good choices. Cushioned inserts, specifically designed for your foot shape, can help pressure areas. When choosing a shoe, select one that relieves the pressure points of your feet. You should choose one with a toe box that extends a ½ inch beyond the end of the toe, a heel compartment snug enough to prevent rubbing, a soft absorbent liner, and a heel of 1 to 1½ inches or lower. The best time to buy new shoes is in the afternoon. Feet swell during the day, so if you buy shoes in the morning, by evening they may be too tight. You can evaluate your current shoe fit by doing a foot tracing and comparing it to your shoes. If you have a hammer toe, bunions, corns, or are flat-footed, you may be advised to see a podiatrist who is specially trained in foot care and can prescribe a shoe, or may send you to a podorthist, a footwear specialist, to create a shoe that accommodates the shape of your foot. You should have a thorough foot exam once a year by your healthcare provider or podiatrist.
So one of the things we check is your circulation, and you have a couple of pulses that we're concerned about in your feet.
This exam should also include a monofilament test, which can identify if you have neuropathy. If you find that you have developed neuropathy, you are at high risk for developing foot complications. The monofilament is an inexpensive tool that you can also use at home for the early detection of neuropathy. People with diabetes who have neuropathy may not feel the pressure caused by an incorrectly fitted shoe, so it's important that your feet are measured every time you buy a new pair and that you try on both shoes.
It also helps to break new shoes in gradually. I wear them for just an hour or two the first time and then build up. That way they don't rub or cause blisters.
Because people who develop neuropathy lose feeling in their feet and legs, they may not feel when there's a stone in the bottom of their shoe, when they've stepped on a piece of glass while going barefoot, or gotten a splinter on the bottom of their foot. They may not notice an injury or infection, which may lead to amputation. That's why it's so important to take a close look at your feet and skin every day.
I keep a mirror handy, and I look for anything unusual, like for instance, any kind of redness or flaking, calluses, dry skin, or a cut that won't heal. On the days my arthritis is acting up, I'll ask my husband to look for me.
To reduce the risk of developing an ingrown toenail, keep your toenails trimmed so they're contoured to the shape of the toe. Smooth any rough edges with a nail file. If you have difficulty seeing your toenails, ask someone with good vision to help. If skin or foot problems do develop, don't try to treat them yourself. That includes using over-the-counter products for cords, calluses, or ingrown toenails. These products may only worsen the problem. Instead, see your diabetes care team right away. Early detection and treatment can help you avoid the serious effects of skin or foot problems.
Well, if you make it a part of your normal routine, it's not hard. Every day you put shoes on. So, you take a minute, look over your feet real good.
If you notice any changes in the way your feet look, contact your diabetes care team. The goal of good foot care is to prevent problems before they lead to amputation. Another way to protect your feet is not to go barefoot or in socks, even inside your house. Slippers may be appropriate at times, but they too should cover and protect your entire foot. Wear a fresh pair of socks or stockings every day. Choose ones that keep their shape, absorb and draw moisture away from your feet, and don't have seams inside them or tight-fitting elastic bands. Whenever you go to see your doctor, take your shoes and socks off and make sure the doctor examines your feet. This is another important preventative step in taking care of your feet when you have diabetes. Your skin is an important defense against infection when it's healthy. High blood glucose can cause skin breakdown, such as dry skin, rashes, boils, and promote growth of some bacteria. To maintain healthy skin, which is free from breaks, make healthy food choices to help control your blood glucose and provide plenty of fluid to your skin. Keep your skin clean and free from trauma. Avoid scratching an insect bite or getting a sunburn. Remember to use sunscreen when appropriate. Before you get into the shower or bathtub, check the water with your elbow first to make sure it's not too hot. Pat your skin dry instead of rubbing it with a towel. Use a mild soap, warm, not hot water, and moisturizing lotion, one that isn't oil-based or doesn't contain alcohol. Don't put the lotion between your toes, since too much moisture there makes a nice warm place for bacteria to grow. These steps will all help to maintain healthy skin. Above all, be aware that for you, skin and foot problems cannot be ignored. They must be prevented if at all possible. Prevention starts with controlling your blood glucose and daily foot care. Education in these self-management skills can be invaluable. Learn how to do a thorough foot examination so that you can recognize problems. And you should seek treatment right away if you notice anything out of the ordinary, especially breaks in the skin, sores, or redness. These common sense steps will prevent the potentially serious problems that can result from foot and skin infections.
I know it seems kind of weird at first to have to worry about your feet, but when you think about it, they do a lot of hard work, and they deserve some special attention.
I read somewhere where the skin is the largest organ in your body. Imagine that. Worth taking care of, don't you think?
You have a neuropathy? Okay, and what that neuropathy is caused by damage that is taking place with your small blood vessels in your fingers and toes, and also in your lower extremities. Now, I know you've seen on television that a medication called Lyrica
Called what?
can be used for that, to control that discomfort that's associated with it. And it can be. The only thing bad about Lyrica is like most drugs that are used to take care of some type of discomfort, it can become habit forming to the point where you can't do without it, But there are some natural supplements that will actually correct that situation with neuropathy if you take it. Now, and I'll pass this out to you as one of the special bonuses that I'm giving you for having been here. This is entitled Supplements for Type 2 Diabetes. And what you should do before taking any of these, inform your doctor that you have this list. In fact, let him see it. He may not even know about this. You see? But anyway, these supplements, if you're having neuropathy, will make the neuropathy go away. And these over the long haul are much cheaper than Lyrica. And they won't cause you to have any unpleasant complications like dependency or trouble with your blood pressure and heart. These are perfectly normal if you take them in the recommended dosage. But don't take anything without your doctor knowing about it. And I'll even let him see this list and ask him if it's okay if you get this, particularly if you are having difficulty with neuropathy. And even if you aren't, they say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If I were living with diabetes, I would just get these supplements and take them. These would be on my supplement list. And this would prevent the damage from ever taking place with the small blood vessels and nerves. And this is good, this is a good thing
I have a
to do.
question. Dr. Pitt, on vitamin B1, 2, 6, and 12, I know the individual has a recommended dosage. Can you take the supplement that has all of those together? Or not?
That would be better if you can swallow a large pill or a large capsule. Most people have difficulties swallowing large capsules, but it's not. If you get it all in one capsule, this is good. If you get it all in one capsule, only thing about cutting it in half, all these come in a powder form. You cut it in half, you will have powder all over. But anyway, if you get it in one capsule.
So it has the milligrams that's necessary for all that in one?
In one capsule.
Okay.
And if you can get it in one capsule, that is what I would recommend. Pardon me?
You will find this amount of milligrams in the
One capsule?
multiple.
It has all the B's.
It has all the B's, but it doesn't have this milligram.
You have to take more than one.
Okay.
But yeah,
Like 2.
So,
like overdose,
Right.
multiple vitamins.
well, one of the things about it, you can't overdose on water soluble vitamins. But what you can do, you can excrete a lot of the vitamins in your urine because it does pass into the urine. But one of the things that you notice when you begin taking the color of your urine will change and become a little yellow in color. And normally, they tell you if your urine is a little bit colored, a little bit discolored, a little bit more yellow than normal, you should drink more water. But if you're taking these vitamins, that may not be the case. It may be the vitamins. But if you're having trouble with neuropathy, I would show this to your doc and ask him if it's okay for you to take these. And the interesting thing about it, and the people I know who have taken this, it has cured their neuropathy. And that neuropathy, as I understand, can be aggravating.
It is.
I remember from a number of years, my mother was with diabetes, and she was suffering from neuropathy. She had diabetes for a number of years before the complications finally took her life. And she didn't understand the neuropathy, nor did the doctor that she was seeing. She was thinking that when she'd have these tingling sensations in her hands, that she was going to get some money. They didn't know it. Also, they would have these tingling sensations in the toes, and they would say, "Gee, I must be getting ready to take a trip." How many of you heard that? You never heard that? The old wives' tale. Most people heard those if they grew up in the African American community. Because if somebody, a grandparent, an uncle, or somebody who was having these problems, and they were having these sensations, and they were talking about all these things, like itchy hands, somebody that's going to grease his palm. With some money.
Is, when I have, neuropathy in my toe, I get, sometimes it's the left toe, sometimes it's the right toe, the big toe. Sometimes, if I have overloaded sugar, a piece of cake,
Right.
or if I have too many cookies, 5 or more cookies, then you can count on that toe aching sometime during the night.
Right, what happens is it wakes you up, it'll wake you up.
Yeah, I know, that's right.
After a person's had diabetes for a number of years, his immune system becomes hypersensitive to taking in too many sugars. And you can take in some sugars, just take a teaspoon of sugar, and it'll trigger neuropathy. I've seen this happen in
Piece
people.
of cake.
They just take an extra teaspoon of sugar in their coffee, and all of a sudden they start having to rub their foot because of neuropathy. And so, if you take these scalp doesn't mean you can take extra sugar, you see what I mean?
What I do is put ice on my free, I have an ice pack.
Does that work?
It does for me, it sort
I'll
of
tell you what,
calms it down.
this will make it go away so it won't come.
Excuse me, Dr. Bev.
It works.
Dr. Paquette.
Okay, I just wanna clarify, okay, on these supplements, we can choose, I mean, with our doctor's approval, choose one or more of these, or you're saying
Yeah,
all of these?
these.
So to take all of them? All of these, okay,
Take all of them.
okay. 'Cause I take the multivitamin every day, I mean, I know it has some,
Well, see, what happens, if you begin taking these, you can probably hold off on that multivitamin.
okay,
Because the multivitamin, for the most part, is all of the vitamin B complexes as well as vitamin C and a few minerals. And some of these other things that are listed here you don't get in a multivitamin. Now, it's recommended that people who are living with diabetes of any type, regardless of what type of diabetes you have, that he takes a chromium picolinate capsule every day and also a vitamin B6 capsule every day. That's recommended for everybody who has diabetes. But for the neuropathy,
now, is that a form of iron?
pardon me?
Is that a form of iron, that one?
No.
Chrome's in the form of iron.
What's that?
Chromium picolinate,
No, it's not iron.
it's like oil, fish oil, eh?
No, it's not. It's a powder.
It's a powder pill.
It's a powder
I'm
capsule.
saying that's
Okay, iron's
sort of for the
folate.
skin, correct?
Now, chromium is actually for
Blood
circulation
sugar,
and also help regulate the blood sugar.
lowers the blood sugar.
Now, you take this capsule here that says coenzyme Q10,
Yeah.
that's good for circulation in small blood vessels. It also helps the heart. Alpha lipoic acid, that influences liver not to release any sugar when you sleep.
Is that good or bad?
Well, that's good. See, the fact, especially if you're having difficulty regulating your blood sugar, you would not see, one of the things that happens with persons who live with diabetes, if they're taking medications, everything gets out of sync. Because medications that are recommended for diabetes focuses on one hormone, or most part. And that's insulin. It all centers around what your insulin is doing. But in the regulation of blood sugar, there are 11 hormones involved in that process. And the medications don't even touch those. And so everything is centered around what insulin is doing. And that's one reason why medications don't work well for many people.
Do you know the hormones that they are affected, that are affected?
Yes, I know them all. Well, there are actually two three that's released by the pancreas along with insulin. One is the insulin. The other is a hormone called glucagon. You probably heard about that. And the other is amylin. Plus, fat cells reduce hormones that influence the blood sugar. That's one reason why persons who develop type 2 diabetes all have something in common. And that's too much belly fat. And it's the belly fat that manufactures this hormone. The hormone is called resistin.
Called what?
Called resistin, which means that it blocks the effect of insulin so that it doesn't work. That's one reason why type 2 diabetes is referred to as insulin-resistant diabetes, because the person is manufacturing a hormone that's making his body resist the influence of insulin so that his blood sugar goes up. And that's one reason why diet in diabetes is so important, to get the sugars out of your diet and also be involved in an exercise program. You gotta be active. You were not made to be slothful. You were made to be moving and doing something. And so, like I told you before, I would be involved in a walking program. I would walk every day, starting off walking around up and down the street or a block. So that takes about 15 minutes. Then stretch that to 2 blocks. And then do a square block. That'll take you about 60 minutes to do that. And the thing is that that'll make all the difference in your regulation of your blood glucose. And also cause you to lose some weight as well. Walking is the best form of exercise.
Have you ever heard of cinnamon affecting the blood sugar?
Yes. What cinnamon does, it makes the body cells more sensitive to insulin so that they will pick up the sugar out of the bloodstream. Cinnamon definitely works. Only thing about it, cinnamon tastes so lousy. If you use it in the dosage that is going to affect your blood sugar, that means you got to be taking some tablespoons of cinnamon.
Or capsules.
Right, that's lousy. Now, capsules are fine, but what people complain about, the capsules, when they dissolve in the stomach because of the stomach acid, they'll regurgitate that and taste it. You see what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with taking cinnamon. You drink coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, if I were a coffee drinker, if you were a coffee drinker, I would encourage you to put cinnamon in your coffee. But do everything you can to get cinnamon in your system because it does work. Get on your toast. Pardon me?
On your toast.
You can do that as well. What type of bread are you using?
Yeah.
What type of bread are you
Whole
using?
wheat.
Now, the other handout I gave you was the one on divine health and healing. And it's extremely important to know that God wants all of us to walk in health all the days that we're on the earth. But in order for us to do that, we have to understand what we need to do in order to become a part of the program. We have to get into the system so that we can walk in health. Because as a Christian believer, you are also expected to do something else. You're expected to be an active Christian to teach other people about Christianity and also bring other people into the kingdom. And you can't do that if you don't feel well. But you don't have the energy to do it, nor you have the mental capacity to do it if you don't feel very well. So I would encourage you to capture some of these scriptures and read them to get an overall understanding understanding how God feels about health and healing. And this is many of the scriptures that I could actually accumulate. And I've did this years ago. I also threw in another, now, you're being a musician, you will understand what bonus tracks are, right? I threw in another bonus track for you. That is the names of Satan. And, when you read the Bible, one of the things that you understand about the Bible, there are many characters in there. Some of the characters have been there from the beginning. Like God the Father, Christ the Son, the Holy Ghost, angels, they've been there from the beginning. Also, Satan has been there from the beginning as well. But of all the characters in the Bible, Satan is the only character whose names have been disguised in the Bible, so you can recognize. So what I've done for you, I've given you a list of the different names of Satan that's used in the Bible. He's a master of deception. And what he did during the days when the scriptures were being translated, he influenced the translator to disguise his name. So that when you study the Bible, you run across these names in some of these verses, and you don't know who he is. But those are all the names that I could glean from my study.
Thank you.
That seems like that'd be hard to do, because if they were anointed people of God writing the books of the Bible, it seemed like they would be putting it down just like me.
They were Bible scholars. That didn't mean that they were anointed. These people just studied the history of various types of phenomena and anointed. That didn't mean they were influenced by God and the Holy Spirit to do that.
All right, I've always heard that people who wrote the books of the Bible were anointed.
Inspired by
Inspired, anointed.
Just like you normally think that everybody who preaches the gospel has been called to do that by God, but that's not
Not necessarily.
right. That they've been anointed by God to do that. That's an old saying I heard from the time I was a child. Many are called. Many few are sent, and most of them just went.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
You have to say, many were called, many were sons. Just like the bag.
I also have before you this food map that I talked to you about last week. And what this will do, this will help you plan your meal, plan your plate, especially as far as the largest meal of the day, which is usually supper. What you do, you visually divide your plate into four quadrants, and one for meat, one for starches and grains, and one for fruits and vegetables. And if you continue to do that, don't overload on the meat, remembering that as far as meat is concerned, no more than 6 ounces a day. That's about a piece of meat the size of the palm of your hand. And as far as starches and grains are concerned, no more than a half cup. That's true as far as beans and things are concerned as well. Now, fruits and green vegetables, there's no limit on those. There's no limit. Now, I'll pass out to you a booklet on food choices for diabetics. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I gave you that in the beginning. Listed in that book are all of the foods that are available in this country for people to buy and consume. And all of the serving sizes are in there as well. The book is also color coded. Different food groups are colored a certain way. You'll also notice in there that there are some green and blue-green color coding pages in there. Those green and blue-green pages that's in that book, there's no limit on the amount that you can eat. I didn't bring mine with me this evening. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that so that going forward, as you do your meal planning, you know exactly what you should be doing. And remember the water. Always have water with your meal. And we're encouraged to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Spend less than 2 hours watching the television. Get at least 1 hour of physical activity. And drink almost no sugar drinks whatsoever. Just get those out of your diet altogether. And replace that with water. Now, if you have difficulty drinking, I know that some people have difficulty drinking water. So what I would do, if you have difficulty drinking water, I would make a pitcher of water and cut up a lemon or a lime and put in it and set it in the refrigerator. That makes delicious water. Makes delicious water. No sweetener, just the lemon or the lime in there.
Even put fruit in there too.
Pardon me?
They can put fruit
What type of,
like strawberries, berries, cucumbers.
right, I would do that. The only thing about the strawberries, the water will make them get soft and slushy, you see.
Well, not the berries, but the water, they have the filtered berries, let's say, what's it called?
Any fruit
Infused.
loaded with sugar works in order to change the flavor of the water and make it more powerful. Well, some people honestly don't like the taste of water. They've been influenced by demons not to like 60% of what they are, you see. So if we're anywhere from 60 to 70% water, you have to like water. Now, with regard to the neuropathy, sometimes you can sense when the neuropathy is going to start. You can drink a glass of water and it'll go away. Have you noticed that?
I haven't noticed it yet, but I've noticed that it will lower your sugar level.
Right. It's all concerned with lowering the blood sugar. And water will lower the blood sugar because it dilutes the blood.
Right.
And it works to get your blood sugar down.
That's why you get real thirsty if it's high too.
If you what?
You get real thirsty if your blood sugar's high.
Right. The reason for that is because when your blood sugar high, you're influenced to urinate a lot. And that causes you to lose more body water.
Right.
And when you lose more body water, that triggers the thirst mechanism in your brain, making you get thirsty. In fact, being overly thirsty is one of the early signs of diabetes. If you get to the point where you have to have water all the time, or every time you think about it, you need a drink of water, that means that you're losing a lot of water and your body is replacing it. And the usual way when people lose a lot of water is they're urinating it out. And that happens when your blood sugar is high. You urinate more often than you should. So the early signs of diabetes is excessive urination and excessive thirst. If anybody have any other questions? We've pretty much come to the end of our little journey here. And I'll tell you this, that there are some pluses that you should take with you. Number one is you need to be conscious about what you eat, and you need to cut the amount down. If you have trouble doing that, you need to pray about it. Because God answers prayer, and the power of the Holy Spirit will stop you from eating so much. It will work. It's like if you're going through a buffet line, and you see all this food, you can't make up your mind how much you want to take of various types of offerings. Think about it before you start. And as you go through the line, you'll be reminded when you've taken enough of something. It's fail-safe, and it always works. You've heard the whole saying, Jesus never fails, prayer never fails. God always answers prayer. We may not always hear the answer. He's answering.
May not answer when you want to.
Or answer what you want to hear.
But they give you that, deal to take water out of your system. Laces.
Right.
But then, that makes you urinate a lot.
That dehydrates you.
Yeah. Why do they take the water out of you? But I know,
Well, see, here's the thing about it is this, you have to be very careful about those diuretics. They not only dehydrate your muscles, they also dehydrate your brain as well. And I knew a fellow, I won't mention his name because many of you may know him, but he was a LASIK addict. What he would do, he would take a LASIK after each meal so that he would urinate out all any extra water that he drank during his meal. And he developed Alzheimer's disease at a very, very early age. And there is a relationship between taking too many diuretics and the development of Alzheimer's disease.
What was the purpose of him doing that?
Pardon me?
What was the purpose of him getting rid of all the water?
So he controlled his weight.
Oh, the weight control.
Right, he's using it for weight control. But anyway, he controlled his weight to the point where he got to the point he didn't have to worry about it because he died, you see. That's trouble with that.
It worked. Worked if it did.
Any other
Well,
questions?
like you say, you give me some good food for thought. Especially in the first session, I've started to implement some strategies for myself that work. I'll think about what you said about the neuropathy when I told you to talk about.
Well, actually, show that list to your doctor, ask him if
Yeah, I
okay, you
will.
take those for the neuropathy.
I will.
Right.
So,
Any other questions for Dr. Bev? Well, I would just like to say that I know he's given us a wealth of information over the past, several weeks that is invaluable because of all those materials, the books, the handouts, the scriptures, are of course all interrelated, but they cost, a lot of money. But this is a program from Montgomery County, from the Department of Health that, works, that is able to, allow him to do this, in churches and other settings, health fairs and so forth. So, it's really very valuable information, costs a lot of money, you can study it and take advantage. Like I said, I don't have diabetes, but I don't want to get it either. A lot of family members that do have it, but I don't share information, with friends that I invited to come to class, but they're like, oh, my doctor has me going to this other class, they didn't come, But I don't think you can ever get enough information, to check a particular illness, so, the health knowledge is power, you know better, you do better.
Releasing the vitamins, I was wondering, you gave us, definition of what some of the vitamins do, but I was wondering about like the vitamin D3. How does
Vitamin
that-
D3, what vitamin D3 does, it helps your muscles and also your joints. And improves circulation to the skin. See, vitamin D is actually the sunshine vitamin.
Right.
I take,
Especially in the winter time.
I take that.
So it's recommended that all women, when they get into their 40s, be taking vitamin D3.
yeah, I take it once.
And men too.
Any other questions?
Just in case you're interested, the vitamin B compounds are good for the nerves and blood vessels.
Are there any, is there any one brand that you recommend?
Is there any what?
One brand of the
Vitamin-
complex
I
vitamins that,
recommend the cheapest one you can find.
Oh, it doesn't matter, the quality is there, no matter what,
Pardon me?
the quality is there no matter what kind.
Well, not necessarily the quality there, but what I'll do, I'll buy the cheapest I can get, and that's the vitamin from the vitamin shop.
Okay.
All of my drugstore here.
You've seen Vitamin Shop vitamins in Walmart?
The Vitamin Shop is that's a separate store, right?
But you actually get all these vitamins in Walmart and Walgreens.
So she's asking, and I am too, so you're saying the Walmart is like a healthy store, it costs more. That's not necessarily better than what you would buy at Walmart or Vitamin Shop?
No, not necessarily. The only thing about it, you wanna be careful that the vitamins that you're buying doesn't have a whole lot of inert products in there just to build up bulk.
Oh, what?
Like silica
There.
Oh,
and other
so,
inert substances just to give
I see.
the vitamin bulk. You want much of the vitamin that you possibly get.
Sure.
So you get the best vitamin for the price, the Vitamin Shop. The Vitamin Shop, they have their own brand of vitamins. They also sell all the vitamins.
Is that in Dayton?
Heard
Well,
of
the
it, I just don't know
Vitamin Shop
exactly
is
what it's saying.
located out on 725.
Oh.
And there may be 2 or 3 others scattered around town as well.
Other questions? You have a question? Okay, what's your question?
Do you have anybody or anything for muscle spasm?
Dr. Jess, question?
Yes, ma'am.
She said, are there vitamins for, would you recommend for muscle spasms?
Not that I know of.
No manganese?
Usually, if you have a muscle spasm, that's an indication that you may be not getting enough of trace metal elements in your system, like magnesium and zinc and things of that nature. So,
Or your potassium, potassium, magnesium?
It's not a cancer, man.
It's okay.
I take potassium.
What about magnesium?
what about magnesium?
No, I was asking her for spasms. She takes potassium.
Well, magnesium is a trace metal that we need so that we can use calcium better. That's for the bones and for the joints and muscles and things of that nature. And you notice that if you get most calcium capsules, they'll say it would be listed as calcium magnesium. Because the magnesium is necessary for the calcium to be used properly by the body.
Right. And we'll do this again, like I said, maybe, once a year, we'll have other topics, so, get to me, like I said, any topics that you would like to, know more about, as it affects our health, as African Americans. Those pastors are very adamant about, 2 things, finances and our health. And we can't do anything without, can't spend finances without our health. Our health is just more important than anything, we can't do anything without it. So, well, thank you all for coming, close out. Prayers, next, we have some family members or some friends who want to take some of this information to, this